time to get naked with the naked truth. You're messing with a real one. You're tuned into a real one. It's time to get naked with the naked truth. To all of my brothers and all of my sisters and lovers, it's time to get with the naked truth. Let's get naked. If you hate opinions, but you like your stories uncensored, it's time to get with the naked. Let's get naked.
What's up, everybody? It is your girl. I am Latavia. What's up? Welcome to the Naked Truth. Thank you for tuning in today. Ryan, what's up? What's up?
What? Hey, boo, what's up? Girl, yes, ma'am. Ryan is here on the ones and twos, the mic. What's up? And this evening, of course, we have our social media maven, our guru, our blogger with the most, Miss Lala. Lala, speak to the people.
Hey everyone, Lala here from Ooh La La Blog. What's going on?
What up, girl? What up, though?
Hey.
So, I need to know what you're gonna bring to me today. I need for you to give it to me. Give it to me raw. I need to know what's up. What's the tea?
Oh, a little raw action. Okay.
So the biggest thing this week is probably the VMAs, but before I talk about that, I just heard the craziest thing. Do you guys remember Countess Vaughn, who played on the Parkers and Moesha?
Oh, Lord.
Yes.
Oh, Lord.
Yes.
No.
Yeah, so supposedly she claims that her longtime boyfriend has been abusing her for years, and she just got a restraining order against him, and then she said that he threw bleach in her face. Like, I just heard about that story. So I was like, oh, my God, that he threw bleach in her face because he doesn't want her working in Hollywood, and he's really insecure.
So what does her working in Hollywood have to do with him throwing bleach in her face?
He want to make her ugly, so she can't work.
Yeah, I guess the face is the moneymaker, and then figuring if she has bleach on it, no one will want to hire her for
How
acting
long
gigs.
ago was this? How long ago was this?
What, the bleach thing?
Yeah.
I'm not even sure, but supposedly he's just been abusing her for years. So she, recently just got an order of protection, I guess, until they get some type of court date.
I wonder what's just going on during Hollywood. I'm not.
That's their bullshit, though. Like, no.
That is crazy.
That's their bullshit. Like,
I was like, oh, no, not bleach to the face.
I heard, they get in her eyes. Like, what? Was he trying to make her not be able to see? Like, what?
That is crazy. And mind you, they also have a child together. So it was why are you harming the mother of your kid? It's crazy.
That's
so
sad.
yeah,
Crazy.
That's sad.
It's sad. It's so crazy. I always wanted to work with her because, even growing up throughout the years, sometimes a lot of my friends have been like, I could see y'all playing sisters in
y'all look
some kind
alike.
of show or something like that with y'all eyes and all that stuff. Like I've heard people say that, and just to know that she's going through that, that's not the biz naive in my little scrappy voice. That's
it's really sad.
That is naive at all. That is awful. I really hate that for her. Damn.
Yeah. And she could sing, too. I always thought she should be a singer.
Well, back in the day she could. Back in the day she could now. On Hollywood Divas, I don't know that song, that video that Lisa Wu produced. I don't know what happened. I know she said she had little nodules on her vocal cords.
She did deal with some stuff, though, for real. Sir.
But another thing going on. So the VMAs was earlier this week, Video Music Awards in New York City. So everyone's talking about award shows and everything. And then I recently saw that the VMAs hit an all-time low for the second year in a row. In general, award shows are declining in ratings. So I'm just does this generation even care about award shows anymore?
No.
Because big time artists, they're not even showing up. 4 out of 6 of the Video of the Year nominees were no shows. Donald Glover wasn't there. There was no Drake. There was no Bruno Mars. Beyonce and Jay-Z weren't there.
Of course
they don't even have a host for the VMAs. It's really weird, that show.
Everybody
Um,
that they use, so basically everybody that they use to promote it and was saying that performances by and this, those people were not there.
Yeah. And then Camila Cabello won Video of the Year for her song Havana.
Who?
I mean, I know.
But I just can't believe she beat Drake for God's Plan. I was for sure Drake had it in the bag. I was like,
Was
really?
it because he wasn't? Do you feel like it because he wasn't there that they decided
That's
to do
what I
it
thought.
at the end? At the end of
That's
the day,
what I thought.
I mean, I like that song, but I'm
Yeah.
wow.
Camila Cabello.
A lot
What's
of
her name?
people thought it would either be Drake or Donald Glover's "This Is America," which is like a powerful song.
Uh-huh.
He was,
Yeah.
and Camilla beat everyone in that category, and she was there to collect her award, so that makes
Again,
sense.
who is this girl? Like, someone know who is Camila Cabello? Is that a mushroom?
You don't know Havana, that song?
Okay, no.
However it goes.
We just lost Aretha. I'm still in mourning over Aretha. So no, I'm still in mourning over Aretha. So
Are we gonna get to her too?
I don't know this young mushroom.
Yeah. Well, you know J-Lo. So J-Lo received the Video Vanguard Award,
Love
and she
J-Lo.
performed.
Congratulations.
Yes. This is the only reason why I watched the show, because I was like, I'm here for J-Lo. So she killed it. She performed like all her hit singles, classic songs. She even brought out Ja Rule. It was serious. They did their I'm Real song and killed it. Felt like it was back in the day.
I don't agree with her getting I don't agree with her getting the Vanguard Award. I'm not trying to be funny. Now her videos ain't never been just, phenomenal, just, stop, just popping.
Well, she got it. Okay, she got it. Who should have got it?
Missy Elliott.
She can dance. Yeah, Missy's videos.
Elliott,
She definitely has the best videos.
Are art. Her videos are art forms. Like her
Yeah,
videos
I mean, I agree with that.
J-Lo.
I mean,
And that's
I
the
love
Michael Jackson
J-Lo.
Vanguard.
But it's
Michael
just
Jackson
fashion.
Vanguard is about Vanguard. Like fashion is Vanguard. Like Vanguard fashion is couture. It's like one of the kind. Missy's video, J-Lo's video has always just been her walking, popping a little hip out, shaking a little leg.
Okay, but everybody got their own lane. Like, so how do you determine who should have, like, I mean, I hear what you're saying, but still, like,
One thing I can't respect about Miss J-Lo, she did bring Ja Rule, and I made a tweet, and a few people, because people love to hate on Ja Rule on the fact that he was doing collaborations with R&B artists and singers way before the Carters, way before anybody. Ja Rule was on R&B charts. He was on R&B charts. And people love to take that away from him, saying, they was making fun of him, talking about this nigga out here singing, he a rapper, he's singing. But now your favorite rappers are out here charting on R&B charts.
I mean, that is
y'all need to respect Ja Rule. Like,
do.
literally, y'all need to respect Ja Rule.
That is what they do. So it's just like, pay homage where homage is due. Like,
yes.
Yeah, Ja Rule and Ashanti. The whole Murder Inc. was like ruling at one point. So.
yeah.
That was my Cadillac.
They were.
Another huge thing with the VMAs, a lot of people was coming down on Madonna because they didn't like her tribute to Aretha Franklin. It was like widely criticized. And I felt like it was more the fault of the VMAs producers, because I felt like they didn't put anything meaningful together within the days after Aretha's death. Like they could have done a better job.
But
so
I thought she said
with
she
Madonna,
wasn't doing a tribute. I thought it wasn't a tribute though.
Well, that's what she said. It was really weird. So it just seemed like more self-centered, and she did speak up for herself afterwards because people were coming on to her, and she was like, it wasn't a tribute.
But did y'all see her?
I was about to say, why did you say that was weird? Why did you say it was weird?
It was, because she stood against a backdrop that featured Aretha, and then she opened up her monologue talking about Aretha, saying how she changed the course of her life. But then Madonna started talking about her own life. So I'm like, okay.
Oh.
It was just,
But did you see that outfit though? But did you see that outfit though? Like, did you expect? Like, did you really expect a lot from Madonna? Like, did you not see that garb she had? That that whole. I'm not a.
Well,
I'm not a.
Okay,
I'm not one of
so I'm hearing y'all's conversation and all of that, and it's the naked damn truth.
And she should have got naked.
Whatever.
I'd rather see that.
No, the naked truth is that, like, I'm not a person that pride myself on just watching award shows. So I'm
No one
sitting
does.
here listening
No one does. No
to
one
you
does.
guys, and like I wanted to be shocked by things and just to give like I'm not giving like visual, you know what I'm saying? Whatever's, but you just telling me that she did that to Aretha Franklin and what just happened, that is a bit interesting.
A lot of people thought it was disrespectful of Madonna and MTV. So, because she didn't discuss Aretha's career or legacy, but like mentioned her name, like name dropped her. It was just weird. I just said we need to wait for the BET Awards next year because they always get the tributes right. So,
Do they? Do they?
I think they do. Like when Prince passed away, they killed it. They had Jennifer Hudson and everyone killed it. And another big thing at the VMAs, I guess I'll just talk about this one really quick. So Cardi B and Nicki's all back in the, news again this week. It's a lot going on with Nicki. So Cardi B made her first public appearance since giving birth to her daughter, Culture, and she won Best New Artist Award. And then towards the end of her speech, she was like saying, all the love that her fans give her friends and everyone. She was like how it's genuine and beautiful. She's like, and that's something that God gave me that you can't buy, B. And everyone was like, whoa, she came off a little hard. And I caught the shade right away. That was shade towards Nicki Minaj, because Nicki Minaj recently said in an episode on her Queen radio show, basically suggesting that Cardi B's #1 song, Bodak Yellow, was bought by Atlantic Records, even though she didn't name drop her. So Cardi B's letting you know that, I got friends, I got family, I got support, and that's something you can't buy, B. I was like, oh, snap.
Oh.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I was like, whoa. And then also, Cardi B's hairstylist and Cardi B and Nicki Minaj's hairstylist were going at it too on Instagram.
What?
I don't know if anyone caught that.
I
was
actually
like, why?
did, because the
Is
shade
that
on
the
her.
hairstylist?
Yeah. So, yeah, it was crazy. Cardi B's hairstylist, Tokyo Style?
Tokyo Style.
That's it. Yeah, and then there's Kimball Hair Care on Instagram. That's Nicki Minaj's.
She actually has done Tavia's hair. Kim.
Yeah, but those two were like low-key, not even low-key, because Tokyo, well, she didn't name drop Nicki, but someone left a comment basically saying, like, hair, ugly ass, talking about Cardi B's hair. So Tokyo responded, like, and let me guess you thought those thin-ass ponytails was cute. Talking about Nicki Minaj's thin ponytails at the VMAs. I was like, oh my God.
That's sad. That's sad when the beauty squad going at it.
Like,
That's
Yeah,
sad.
I was like, why? I don't get why crazy, right?
That's sad, y'all.
Yeah. So there's
Has
like
to
a
be
lot
more
going on with Nicki. People are saying Nicki's losing it. She's spazzing out. She can't handle at the fact that she has to fall behind Travis Scott taking the #2 spot. His album Astroworld is like the #1 album. So she accused his girlfriend Kylie Jenner and their daughter Stormi, saying that Travis used both of them to promote his music. So everyone's like, why are you going to bring a baby into this? And it's funny because Kylie was at the VMAs, and there's this video going around where she sees Nicki Minaj at the end of the red carpet, and Kylie looks. She says a couple words to someone, and she quickly makes a U-turn and turns around and leaves. It's like she wanted to avoid Nicki Minaj. And I also heard that Travis asked for their seats to be moved further away from Nicki as well to avoid, like, confrontation. I was like,
Alice.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Because Nicki was like going in, tweeting all this stuff.
What?
Yeah. I was like, Kylie's scared? But I mean, she's doing the right thing,
I don't think Kylie's scared. I just think the fact of Kylie she's not with the shits. She's at this point like, I'm not with the shits. Like, I'm just not with the shits.
Yeah. Like, I don't have any reason to even, why would I even entertain?
Yeah.
I'd rather
Kylie has been seen jamming Nicki Minaj's music, like back in the back, like, hey, Nicki, what's up? But you're not about to talk about my child, saying my child can't help.
Yeah.
If Stormi wants to wear a Astroworld T-shirt. Astroworld, go Houston. What's up? Like if she wants to wear an Astroworld T-shirt, say that buy my daddy's album, she can because that's her father. Like that's at the end of the day, family promotes,
and it's gonna be respected too. Like,
and Kylie's just supporting her man. So Nicki actually recently said she doesn't have a problem with Kylie. She's doing what she's supposed to do. She's supporting her man. I'm like, but why are you so mad at Travis? Travis is also doing what he's supposed to do. Like it seems like Nicki's mad because he used like a bunch of like merchandise, like bundles and stuff, and like included his album in, and that's what really
his first album?
sold a lot of albums.
His first album?
I don't think so. See, I'm not really into Travis's music, but I don't think it's his first album.
Not sure.
But the thing is, he's smart at marketing, so I'm just like, why is she so mad? Like, are you mad because you didn't, think of that, his type of marketing? Or maybe, because I know when she sold tickets for her tour, The Future, everyone's supposed to get an album. So didn't that increase? But then supposedly, I think that didn't help with hers or something. Like they included that for Travis's, but they didn't include it for Nicki's. Because she was like blasting everyone. She was blasting Spotify, I guess supposedly Spotify was teaching her a lesson. And they didn't include certain album sales because she released the album first on Apple. It's like a whole bunch of mess going on. And then she also gave Travis the whole End of the Year award on Queen Radio. Like she was going in on him.
I've heard a lot of things. I've heard a lot of things that she's just been going real hard on a lot of people lately. Like just really, really, really going like overboard. And a lot of people saying that it's because she was trying to promote her album and all that. Which I get doing it, but like she's just been going hard on like everybody.
But if people don't know, Travis is from Houston, Texas, Mo City, baby. Houston just making noise. He actually went to Texas Southern University, where I graduated from, and when I was actually there, did not know him, but just to let you know, Houston, Texas was good, baby.
Well, I just think it's funny that Drake didn't even post Nicki's album on his Instagram, and that's supposed to be her label mate. Then they go back Young Money. But after all this mess going on, he recently brought Travis out to perform in Toronto, and he posted the video on his Instagram page and even mentioned how Travis is number one. So I thought that was pretty petty of Drake.
Whoa.
Did you know your label mate?
Is there trouble in Young Money? Is there trouble in Young Money?
Wow.
I think something's going on with Drake and Nicki because that's really petty. He didn't post anything about the Queen album, but posted Travis.
But he wasn't on it either.
True, yeah.
And I think Drake has been on her albums. Drake they'll do a collaboration on.
So like Lala just said, there's something going on.
Nicki just got to step up her marketing game. I mean, that's it. And then Barb's, I mean, instead of clapping back in the comments, you got to support your queen, right? Buy the album, buy the tickets. Like, I don't know.
This tea is a little too hot for me.
Yeah, and then her tour, you heard about the thing with the tour that Future got dropped from the North American leg of her tour. The date's got to be rescheduled. Nicki's tour. It's a bunch of stuff going on. Page 6 published some reports saying that her ticket sales on the toilet. I'm like, I can't even believe that. But Page 6 is pretty credible, so I'm surprised they posted that.
Damn. Yeah. Nicki, we are praying for your album sales. Nicki, we are praying for deliverance. For your fans.
Number 2's not that bad, though.
It's not that bad, but she swear up and down that something. So we just gonna pray, for deliverance and grace and mercy, because she swear number 2 is just the bottom of the barrel.
Right, horrible.
But what really got her, and I think she talked about the Carter's album sales too, because she said they haven't sold as much as her. And but I was like, you cannot compare. Like, you really cannot compare the Carter's album sales to yours.
Because don't even do it. The Beehive will get you.
No, they have. Like, I was seeing some stuff. They were like, don't even bring the Carter's into this.
But why? I was just gonna say, why even do it? It's really like two different lanes. At the end of the day, it's two different lanes. So really, how can you compare the two? Like,
She has. Hey. Nikki is just on a. I don't know what this promotion.
That's what I'm
is
saying.
doing.
I don't understand. I don't understand. Like, the album is already out, so what is the purpose of,
Yeah.
just being?
Well,
on
I'm
this
exhausted with
rage?
Nikki. I hope she chills, so I don't have to talk about her next week.
Me too. I fucks with her.
But moving along, so I heard Phaedra Parks is joining the Braxton Family Values, so I had to look this up because I was like, what? First of all, she's out of Braxton. What is going on?
On what? On what ground?
But so I was invited, actually, I wish I would have gone now, but then they were full to capacity because Tracy Braxton was in New York on Tuesday, and she was the only one promoting the new season of the Braxtons. And then someone told me about it, and when I reached out to someone via email, they said they were at capacity. But I was like, man, I should have been there because maybe I would have had some inside tea since Tracy was there, because I definitely would have asked her some questions. But yeah, so Phaedra Parks, from Real Housewives of Atlanta, is joining Braxton Family Values, and Tamar Braxton has a problem with it, with her sister bringing on Phaedra to the Braxton Family Values. And I heard that Phaedra will be on, like, the second half of the 6th season. And then supposedly there's this thing going on between the cast and, like, producers, and all the Braxton sisters, they didn't show up for filming. Only Tracy showed up. I guess Tracy's, like, trying to get her coins, which also Tamar shaded because I don't know what's going on, but the sisters wanted to get paid more, so that's why they didn't show up for filming. But Tracy showed up. She's trying to get her coins, and then Tamar was shading her, basically saying, ain't no coins there. She's getting less than Love and Hip Hop facts, basically nothing. I was like, whoa. So first of all, you're trying to shade the Love and Hip Hop cast, saying they're making pennies.
Whoa.
Damn. Baby, Tamar don't care. Y'all can say what y'all want, but Tamar Braxton, baby, does not give a damn. Her?
But she also made it seem like she wasn't on the show anymore. How? I can't even imagine the Braxtons without Tamar. So I'm like, what kind of show is this now? No Tamar?
Okay.
I
get it, but wait a minute. Just take me back though. I'm still no pun intended. I'm just trying to understand why would Phaedra be on the Braxtons? I don't understand. Do you have any insight on that?
It seems like maybe ratings are going down, and because of the rift with the sisters and the producers, that Tracy's like, I'm going to bring on my friends. So she's bringing on not only Phaedra, supposedly I heard she's bringing on New York, Flavor Flav, and Kim Wheatley to guest star in a few episodes. I just think it's weird because if it's called Braxton Family Values and you're bringing on all these extra people, it's supposed to be like the show about the family. So I don't get all these Tracy's friends coming on the show. It's just weird to me. It's like not their show anymore, it seems like. Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, it's interesting to say.
That's like the platform that her family built. But, yeah, I don't know. It's weird. There's a lot going on there. I don't know. I don't even know that's going to work out. Even Tamar's like, people ain't going to watch. Like, she's petty.
The people probably are, though, because they're going to be like, they're going to want to know and understand and see that people are going to watch. Because it's a totally different dynamic.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys heard about 2 Chainz recently getting married to his longtime girlfriend, Keisha Ward.
2 Chainz.
Yeah. They recently got married in Miami, and there was like a bunch of celebrity guests there: Kanye West, Kim Kardashian, Lil Wayne, and Monica. And then I just want to say, 2 Chainz' girlfriend, they've been together for a long time. They have 3 kids together. I couldn't see myself giving a guy 3 kids and not having a ring. But, I'm glad she finally got one, so good for her.
Yay.
That's what's up. No, whatever. I love 2 Chainz. That's what I love. Hey.
He's really tall. I've seen him in person. He is, like, ridiculously tall. But I think Kim and Kanye, like, stole the show because their wedding fashion was, like, really questionable. Kanye rocked some, like, wrinkled suit. He had a suit jacket that was open. He had no shirt on. And he wore some kid-size, like, Yeezy slides with socks. to the wedding. It's so weird. And Kim wore a neon green spandex dress. I was like, what is going on here? I mean, obviously 2 Chainz didn't mind. He allowed it. But it was just all the focus seemed like it was on Kim and Kanye. And then I thought it was also a good marketing method because everyone was talking about Kanye's sides because his heel was hanging over. His sides were too small. But then it's a good marketing method because everyone's looking at your shoes and they're Yeezys. Those are his shoes. I was like, I got you. I see you, Kanye. You ain't slick.
Okay, but what did you expect, though? I mean, come
Yeah.
on.
I mean, I don't know if other people got that, but I think it's all about marketing. He did that on
Just
purpose.
even, but I'm just
He had
even
to.
with them, period. Like, what did you, like, what do you expect?
Yeah.
Instead of being a wedding, like, you could be a little more, but hey, what do you expect? They're the
Lala,
they're the
I'm telling
West.
you, you have really given us some good tea. Like, I feel like my glasses overran, and my spirit is a little. I gotta go home and do a little praying on some of this. You know, I don't know about Miss Robinson over there, honey, but
How about to say you gotta pray for? You gonna pray for me?
baby, my burden is a little heavy right now. My burden is a little heavy. Okay.
Oh, man. I was like,
Thank you. Oh
My goodness. As usual, oh my God, just always so good. I love when you give us the tea. My cup is over as well, but listen, the tea can't ever be too hot, honey. You always give it to us, and you give it to us raw, just like I like it.
girl, bye.
Whatever, don't hate. That's why you need to leave her alone right now, because it's too hot.
It is. My body can't handle no more.
Well, as usual, tell everybody where they can find you on social media so everybody can follow you and see all these wonderful tea that you're giving with us.
well, guys, you can follow me and find me on Ooh La La Blog, and that's 3 O's, La La Blog. That's on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, everywhere. So, yeah, definitely follow me there and check me out. And thank you again, Latavia and Ryan, for having me.
Absolutely. Your presence is always appreciated.
Thank you.
All right. Have a good one.
It's time to get naked with the naked truth. You're messing with a real one. You're tuned into a real one. It's time to get naked with the naked truth. To all of my brothers and all of my sisters and lovers, it's time to get naked truth. Let's get naked. If you hate opinions, but you like your stories uncensored, it's time to get naked. Let's get naked. Go.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to The Naked Truth. I am Latavia Roberson, and thank you for tuning in. Ryan, are you there?
I'm here, boo. What's up?
Hey, nothing. You know what? I'm so excited about Darian telling us about him being in PR. There's so many questions that we have all the time. You know, his brand with I Am Freshie. I'm just interested in getting into everything that he is doing, especially because he's Houston's own now. H-Town up. What? Darian, are you
Hey,
here?
what's going? I'm here. Thank y'all for the wonderful introduction. I'm so excited to be here. I am Freshie. I'm the CEO and founder of the I Am Freshie brand, and we handle everything marketing and PR. So I'm excited to join you guys on this call and give our listeners some advice within the PR industry.
Great.
Well, thank you for being with us today. I'm interested too. I'm pretty sure you can teach me some things as well. So put it on.
So one of the biggest questions that I know I always hear, and I know people always want to know, what is the difference between a publicist and a manager? Like, can you break that down for our listeners?
Oh, for sure. The burning question, what's the difference between a publicist and a manager? Well, for one, it's not my job to get you bookings and assignments. That would be a manager or / agent's job. And as a publicist, I take those jobs and take what you're doing, and I create a story. I create a story within your bookings in your life. So basically, I don't make you famous. You and your manager make you famous, and I keep you famous. That's the easiest way to put the difference.
Hello, somebody.
That's straight to the point.
Yes.
Straight to the
I totally
and
understand that.
And just to top off that, because I know another distinctive difference, and this is also a question that I always get, what's the difference between our pay? Managers get paid per commission, so it's an incentive for them to bring in bigger deals, and publicists get paid off a retainer. So you retain me on a monthly basis.
Okay, so I mean, I ain't trying to get out in it, but like, what do you like? People want to know if they want to retain you. What is it a month to retain you?
And it just depends on what type of package you have. I have several different packages, and it depends on the budget that you have. And if I feel like we would be a match. But my retainers start off at $1,800, and they go up well over that. And then you have some industry people who are charging $7,800 a month. So it all depends on experience, connections, because ultimately that's what PR is. People pay me because I'm connected to other people and I can connect the dots. So the bigger your connection, the bigger your repertoire, the bigger your network, and that's how you would charge on your retainer. That's how you're charging your retainer, because that's what you'd be able to provide for a client.
Okay, so tell me this. Okay, so let's just say that I'm a college student or whatever, and are there only certain jobs that you take on? Because let's just say I do have. You said you started $1,800 a month to retain you to get to do whatever they're doing. Do they have to have something that is actually going on for you to even do it? Or if they giving you the $1,800, are you going to try to see what it is you can do and then decide whether or not, okay, well, this is just not going to work?
You'll find out most publicists, to answer that question, it's kind of a tricky question. You'll find most publicists offer 3-month, 90-day periods to first start. Within the first month is called a discovery month. So that's me building your story, building your brand, researching your campaign, researching your past press, figuring out a new bio, figuring out an angle to take going forward, figuring out the projects that you have down the pipeline. So we'll take that first month to do that. And so after that, we some people start pitching within the first month. I pitch in the first month, but I pitch once a client is ready. Not every client needs PR, so you'll find the publicists that also do branding and marketing like myself. So I build your brand up to start PR on your brand later on down the line. And so again, that goes with that just goes back to the part when I said it just depends on your brand, your personal brand, and it depends on
your need.
It depends on the publicist. It depends on the publicist.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay. I'm taking out some notes over here. I'm taking out some notes. Thank you so much. Dan, so tell us, what are your 3 pet peeves about being your 3 pet peeves that just irk your nerves in this industry as being a publicist?
Being a publicist, the 3 things irk me. One is people not knowing exactly what we do, and to the extent of what we do. I know people get the misinterpretation. That all we do is pretty much go to parties and do red carpets, and that's the total opposite. I probably spend about 5,000 emails a week, and that's on a slow week. If I have events or stuff going on, I spend a lot of time on phones. I spend a lot of times taking trips trying to make connections happen, because ultimately that's what I do, is connect the dots. So I think people not knowing exactly what it is we do and how we do it would be one. Another pet peeve of mine goes back to the original conversation, and that's confusing PR or a public relations officer or a publicist as a manager. We're not a manager.
Right.
We are not your manager. We are your publicist. We do have some of the same similarities as management, but visibly by definition, a publicist is a publicist's job is to get you media, get you visibility. Period.
Once the manager gets you the job, though, right?
Once the manager has gotten you the job.
Exactly.
Yes.
Okay.
So another pet peeve of mine would be people not knowing our worth. I think that's one of the biggest ones. Like, people have to realize that most publicists hardly sleep, because we always have to stay in tune with the headlines, the news, and what's going on in culture. And so the wanting to shortchange us or not knowing exactly who we are and how much we work and what all we do, I think that's a pet peeve of mine, to just people not really knowing the value of a publicist.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's a good publicist, because I've worked with some publicists before too that, swear that they doing everything. Then you call them, then they sleep. You can't get in touch with them for a day, and so that's good to know that the ones that work hard, they're on it 24/7.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I'm telling you, schooling me today.
No, he is. Like, I got my notepad out. I'm just sitting here.
No, I appreciate that. No, but yeah, definitely those. I'm sorry, what were you saying, Ryan?
No, I was about to ask you, because while we're talking about this, you are connected to, I'm going to say, two of the hottest stars out right now, and actually three. So first of all, how did you get connected with our girl, Miss Cardi B? She's out there.
My little sister in my head. She is my little sister in my head. Sorry, that just came out of me.
Like,
yes,
how did you get connected with Miss Cardi B's team?
We all love Cardi. When Cardi wins, listen, we all win. We all are winning. Cardi B, how did I get connected with Cardi B? So the funny thing about this, and most people don't know this, is always a backstory to everything. Before I've always been a fan with Cardi. I've always been a fan of Cardi's. Before loving hip hop, before anything, I was always a fan of hers. But it wasn't really her who I was after when I got the opportunity to work with her. I was after Patience Foster, who's her publicist.
Really?
I had been following Patience on social media for so long, and I felt like her journey and my journey were similar. She started as a hairstylist. I didn't do hair, but she started as a hairstylist. She was a stylist. She was a stylist for Cardi, and she would also do PR for Cardi, and then she became Cardi's publicist. And I kind of thought about me being a stylist going into a publicist, and I just started following her, and the way that she moved was the way that I felt like I was moving. Her being 100% her authentic self, and me being 100% authentic to myself, and wanting to work and do and say what I wanted to say, but still be able to build a brand, and vice versa with her. I just felt like we were connected. So I was like, she used to drop these Instagram videos. She used to be on Instagram Live and just give out like the jewels. And I would be there, and I'd be jotting stuff down, and I'd be taking stuff in, and I'd be learning from her. So one day I slid in her DMs and told her she inspired me, and asked her, was she seeking I asked her, was she seeking an intern? So she trusted me. I then started working really close with her, and then that allowed me opportunities to work with Cardi. And it also allowed me to work with Jocelyn Hernandez and just some other people, Swisher Sweets. I went and got shoes for Offset for Fashion Week. So just a lot of different small things led me to work directly under Patience. And that's really how I got to work with Cardi, is having a passion about what I really wanting to do, and looking up to her publicist, and it went from there.
You know, I think that is so awesome. I love when people like, I consider myself the underdog, you know what I'm saying? And I always root for the underdog. And because somebody doesn't know what it is that you do, I know that when Matthew started managing us, he didn't know. He wasn't a manager. You know what I'm saying? He had a totally different career. And like when people give people a chance, somebody that can really focus on what it is that you do, you have to take chances. You win some and you lose some. But I just think that it's awesome when people give somebody a chance. If you can feel that somebody is passionate about it, sometimes those relationships don't work out, but then sometimes they do. And sometimes they can be the best created relationships ever. So that's what's up. I love that story. That's what's
Thank
up.
you.
And Darren, he's being modest. He's trying not to toot his own horn because he has worked with everyone from the Combs Empire, from Diddy, Justin, Christian, to Jay Mulan, who has one of the hottest modeling agencies in Houston. And actually he has two of the hottest stars on his roster now, Blame It on Quay and Lala. Like, so how did that come about? How did you and Blame It on Quay and Lala become like the match made in heaven?
It just so it just started being passionate and wanting to do this and being serious about wanting to do it. I remember before I moved from Houston to Atlanta, Quay had not yet moved from Houston to LA, and I got a call from his manager. And I got a call from his manager, and his manager was just like, "Hey, we're looking for a publicist. Quay has brought your name up. People have brought your name up, so we wanted to know if you were accepting clients." And this was one of the first times that I actually had like the full on, okay, well, this is my first client coming directly under me and coming from me, and they have interest in me. So it meant a lot to me, and I gave them my whole spiel about my business, figured it out, and got a call a week later saying Quay wanted to hire me as his publicist, and he told me exactly what he wanted for his brand. And like I started getting those opportunities and stuff like that for his brand, and we started creating a storyline based on that brand. And from him, he gave me Lala. I remember doing the Amber Rose Slut Walker. He was like, "Hey, I'm definitely going to do this, but I'll feel comfortable if my best friend can be a part of it." So I got them the opportunity to do the Amber Rose Slut Walk. And Lala was like, "Hey, I hear you're really good. Quay tells me you're really good, such and such and such. Quay's telling me that you're really good. Quay's telling me that you're really good, so I want you to be my publicist too." And then I end up being her publicist as well. And the fact that they're best friends in real life, and we're all growing together as their brand grows, my brand grows as a publicist, and we're building together. That makes it worth the while, and that's why those are my clients.
Won't he do it?
Cinderella story.
Won't he do it?
Cinderella story.
Thank you, Jesus.
I love it.
That is awesome. That is so awesome. Like, just like, how do you feel as you see it, as you see your business grow, you starting the way that you started, and having patience? I know that patience is a virtue. How does it make you feel? Like how does it make you feel to see the growth that you've done through adversity and all that kind of stuff? How does it make you feel to know that all of this shit is possible? People need to be patient sometimes. Like, what has that experience been like for you? Like, how do you feel?
How do I feel? Honestly, I'm very hard on myself. So even now, when everyone's looking at me and they're clapping their hands, I'm trying to figure out how I can elevate myself, because the way I look at it is, as we're growing, as my client is growing, I have to grow as a publicist. And so it's a lot of new obstacles for me. So I'm so thankful, and I give glory to God at all times for getting me here, because I have no formal. I'm not the publicist who can say I have that story of I grew up wanting to be a publicist, or I grew up I went to school for being a publicist. That's not the experience I have. The experience I have from publicity is I'm teaching myself all of this as I go on. And so I'm grateful for the fact that my career is kind of building itself. And I'm becoming a sought-after publicist because, again, it's not something that was ever given to me. But I'm also wanting to be better, so I don't have to always use that excuse of I don't have the formal training. And I want to be able to inspire other people to come after me. I know I got into this PR industry because I genuinely have passion for wanting to see people's brands grow and wanting to see people get the spotlight that they deserve and wanting to be behind some of the biggest culture changing moments. And that's what I wanted to do in life, and that led me to PR. And so it's just like I'm always in the space of I'm thankful, but I want to do better, and I want to give out better energy. I want to constantly evolve.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Let me tell you something. There's not a book on how to be a PR person. Just like it ain't no book on how to be a great mother. But guess what? We learn as we go. So you know what? You go, boy. You keep doing what you're doing. And
so proud of
I'm
you.
just telling you, I am too. I love it. I love your whole story is so inspirational. And I hope that it's a lot of people that maybe weren't thinking about it. I mean, as long as you have the ability to communicate with people and things like that and know how to go and get stuff, like you can be the person that you've become in this industry. So hand clap for you and what you've been doing. That's what's up. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
So
I
Dan,
appreciate it
tell
so
the
much.
people how they can get in touch with you if they have questions, they just want to just reach out to you. Like, how can the people reach you?
Okay, so if guys want to reach me, you can definitely hit up my website. That's www.iamfreshy.com, and that's Freshy with a PH, so it's IAMPHRESHY.com. You can follow me on Instagram at IamFreshy, or my business page at IamFreshy Brand, and you can email me at info@iamfreshy.com. I'm always taking submissions and questions. I'm always doing lives and stuff, so make sure y'all connect. Don't be a stranger. That's good.
Oh, okay.
I was
Y'all
saying we
heard
went
it?
out. Yes. Well, you know what? I am Freshy. Thank you for getting naked with us tonight.
Thank you for being so bare with us.
No problem. Like, I enjoyed it so much. And you know what? Thank y'all for having me. And shout out to the show. I wish y'all many blessings, many more episodes.
Thank you.
I would love to
Thanks,
come back.
Love Muffin.
Okay.
All right, everybody go get fresh.
Bye, D-Fresh.
And that was awesome. How do you feel about that? Oh my goodness.
He really gave some jewels, some wisdom,
Yes.
some tips.
insight.
I got my notepad. You never know. Might get in that PR game. You know.
I need you to go ahead and screenshot that and text it over to me since you was taking the notes.
I will.
So, oh my gosh, let's just, like, tonight was a good night. Lala had some good stuff to talk to me. She informed me of some stuff that I
Lala
definitely
gave us
wasn't
some
aware
hot
of.
topics,
Some tea.
hot tea, some hot
Yes.
boiling tea.
Yes, Lord.
On the VMAs, she broke down the VMAs for us. She
Right.
broke down some about the Braxtons. Like, these sisters need to get together.
Yeah,
It's so much going on. So much. that we just can't
sometimes
keep
I
up.
just think that reality TV sometimes will just tear stuff apart, and it's just really unfortunate. But, that's neither here nor there. Then maybe that's another topic we can have, like, next week or at some point. Just talking about how reality TV can, like, break up relationships or something.
Oh, damn.
I mean, well, we know that it's true. I mean, well, at least that's what it seems like. So, but that's neither here nor there. Everybody, thank you for tuning in with us this evening on The Naked Truth. Please come and get naked with us every Friday, 8 Central, 9 Eastern. I am Latavia. You can reach me on Twitter at I am Latavia, Facebook, official Latavia, and on Instagram, I am Latavia. Ryan, what you got?
Y'all can follow the kid on Instagram at Muse, M-U-S-E, Muse Creative Inc., M-U-S-E-C-R-E-A-T-I-V-E-I-N-C. I know it's a little long, but Muse Creative Inc. And on Facebook, Ryan L. Barker. I'm singing in my profile picture. That's me, the one singing, giving y'all some good head moves, some good Whitney moves.
Yes, my baby.
My baby, I love you.
I love you.
Thank y'all so much for being there with us. And we love y'all so much.
Thank you so much. Y'all have tuned into The Naked Truth. Thank you so much. God bless.
It's time to get naked with the naked truth. You're messing with a real one. You're tuned into a real one. It's time to get naked with the naked truth. To all of my brothers and all of my sisters and lovers, it's time to get naked truth. Oh, let's get naked. If you hate opinions, but you like your stories uncensored, it's time to